Hey y'all, it's Cody from Chapman's Farm and Greenhouses. I'm planting some pink ladies today, some turtle vine, and I'm going to be using the Tay-Tay method. And I named it after my wife because she found it online, and I thought it was cute. But it's actually come in handy with this turtle vine, and I wanted to share that with you today. And we'll go over it in just a second. Okay, so what we're going to do, we've got a hanging basket here, something that I do prior to potting anything in a pot is I will wet my soil, and you notice that it's not water coming out of it or anything like that. It's just moist. I do that for a couple of reasons, and the number one reason is if you fill a pot up, any kind of planter or pot with dry soil, it's gonna settle down, and also when you water it, some of it's going to kind of wash out the first couple of times. But this put your soil in the pot to where it's going to be, and it's not going to settle quite as much as dry soil would in this instance. And as you see, I've got a pink lady. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the pink lady out of the pot, and as you can tell, it doesn't have a whole lot of root structure yet. So I've let this run a little dry for a day or so, and that way the soil will hold together the best it can. I'm going to take my scoop and get some soil in the pot. And as you can see, it's not completely full. I want to take the pot that the pink lady came out of, and I want the lip of this pot to be below the lip of this pot. So I make me a hole, and I've got the empty pot in there. So I'm going to take my scoop again. I'm going to fill up the pot that's in here just to keep it in place. I'm going to fill up the hanging basket. And this is a good method for potting planters, especially when you have multiple plants and you're trying to space stuff out the way you want to, instead of trying to do one at a time and all that sort of thing. So I've got my hanging basket full. I'm going to reach in, if I can get a hold to it, and pull my empty pot out. And as you can see, with the wet soil, it holds together pretty well, and I've got a slot that I can take my plant, drop it right in. I don't have to try to pull dirt in around it and cover up some of the parts of the turtle vine and stuff. I'm not going to cover it up, and it's not going to rot that way. But it just drops right in, pretty as you can see. Now these, by the time we open in April, will have spread out and be cascading out of the pot. They make a very, very beautiful hanging basket, and they're very easy, shade-loving plant. And the folks that have gotten them from me the last few years have really liked them. So hope I showed you something and learned something today. If you got any questions, feel free to holler at me. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.